Hello, this is Darren Rees, the creator and the voice of Football for Kids. I wanted to let you know that soon you'll start to hear some ads at both the beginning and at the end of each podcast. There will also sometimes be adverts in the middle too. These adverts help keep the podcast going and flowing, so you can keep getting all of the episodes on players, leagues, teams, moments, and everything else which we cover. If you'd like to listen without ads, enjoy exclusive episodes, super weeks just for super listeners, and much more, then please speak to an adult about becoming a super listener on Patreon or through Apple Podcast subscriptions. Welcome to the Football for Kids podcast with me, Darren Rees. It's time for yet another episode of Kids vs Adults in this series of Series 2. In this episode, we'll be speaking to Ray and his dad Joe. Will it be another win for the kids? Will the adults put it back and score a late winner? There's only one way to find out. Let's meet the contestants. Okay. Can I get the name of the youngest person playing this game, please?
Ray.
Ray, and how old are you, Ray?
6.
You're 6 years old, and who will you be playing today?
My dad, Joe.
Your dad, Joe. And we won't ask you how old you are, Joe, but I can see, Ray, that you've got a Manchester City top on. Do you support the same team as your dad?
No.
Oh, no, we discovered that before we hit record, didn't we?
Yeah.
What made you switch from Manchester United to Manchester City?
Haaland.
Haaland. Do you like the episode on Haaland?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's your favourite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. Well, you two have listened to Kids vs Adults before. You know how it works. People listening to this know how it works by now. I'm going to ask you 5 questions each, no matter how many you get right or get wrong. I'll keep the scores as I go along. Please shout if I get it wrong, because as you know, I did muck up at one point and had to re-record a second part to an episode with a couple of our Australian listeners. Also, you'll be aware there's a forfeit. Are you aware that there's a forfeit, Joe?
Yeah, I have heard, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good. So, Ray, if you win today, and let's hope you do, what is your dad Joe's forfeit?
He has to run around the garden 39 times shouting, "I love Man City."
Oh, that's brilliant. I love these forfeits. They're great. And have you signed up for this, Joe? So you're aware of the forfeit and you're happy to go for it?
Well, I'm not very happy with the forfeit. I'm hoping I win, so I don't have to do it. But yeah, I have. I've agreed to do it.
Can I have a guess at what Ray's forfeit is if you win?
Well, actually, I'm just going to say he has to tidy his bedroom every day for a month.
Whoa, that is going to be one tidy bedroom.
Yeah.
But at least you haven't got to run around the garden screaming, "I love Manchester United. I should have remained a Manchester United fan."
Yeah.
Or I hate Haaland. He is rubbish.
Oh, that would have been a better one.
Yeah.
I should make you do that, shouldn't I? Run around the garden shouting Haaland's rubbish.
Don't do that.
Right. Well, there's only one thing left to do, and that is to find out who's going to go first. So then we can do it fairly in terms of the questions. So as you are the youngest, you get to choose who goes first. You or your dad?
Me.
You. Cool. Good on you. Right, here we go. Question number 1. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Good, because the first question is this. Brazil are top of the table when it comes to the amount of World Cups which they have won, which is 5. Which of these teams have won 4 World Cups, though? Is it A, Italy? Is it B, France? Or is it C, Argentina?
A, Italy.
A, Italy. Cool. You're confident with that as well, aren't you? Good, because you're right.
Oh, I would have gone with
Have one.
Argentina.
They won 3.
Italy have won 4 World Cups. Right, Joe, we're to you. Ready for this? The UEFA Euros have been going for a number of decades. But what year was the first official Euros tournament? Was it A, 1960? Was it B, 1980? Or was it C, 1990?
A, 1960.
A, 1960. Well, I can tell you that the first ever official Euros tournament, as far as the records go, happened in 1960, which means you are correct.
Yes.
It was hosted by France and it was won by the Soviet Union. Okay, next question. Back to you, Ray. Arsenal have won the FA Cup more than any other team in history. 14 to be precise. But when was the last time that they won it? Was it in 2018? Was it in 2019? Or was it in C, 2020?
B.
B, 2019. Are you locking that in?
Yeah.
You're locking it in, okay. Is it the correct answer? No, it was C, 2020. So it's currently 1-1. Okay, we're back to you, Joe. Which of these players has never worn the number 10 shirt for England? Is it A, Jimmy Greaves? Is it B, Harry Kane? Or is it C, Gary Neville?
Well, I think I know this is going to definitely be Gary Neville.
He's gone for Gary Neville. He's confident. And it's a good job he's confident because he is correct.
Yes.
So it's 2-1. At the moment, there is going to be one tiny little bedroom, let me tell you. You've still got time to pull it back. Come on, you've got this. Okay, next question is this. For Manchester United, which of these former United players holds the record for the most goals in one Premier League season? Is it A, Wayne Rooney? Is it B, Cristiano Ronaldo? Or is it C, Marcus Rashford?
B. Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's going B, Cristiano Ronaldo. Is it the Portugueser himself? Well, I can tell you, with 31 goals in one Premier League season, which isn't actually a lot, really, but it is the record for Manchester United, and those 31 goals were scored by Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
Hey, what are you saying yes for?
I know. I shouldn't be celebrating.
Okay, we are at 2-2. Both happy with that?
Yep.
Good. Right, we are back to you, Joe. Which of these players is Arsenal's top goal scorer of all time? It's as simple as that. Who has scored the most goals for Arsenal? Is it A, Ian Wright? Is it B, Thierry Henry? Or is it C, Robin van Persie?
Do you know what? I'm not sure. I actually know this one. I'm going to guess and say that's got to be Thierry Henry.
He thinks it's Thierry Henry, but is he right? Well, I can tell you that Thierry Henry scored 228 goals for Arsenal, and he is the highest goal scorer in the club's history, which means this is 3-2.
Whoa.
Okay, next one. West Ham United have won the FA Cup how many times? Is it A, never, B, 2 times, or is it C, 3 times?
A. Never.
A, never. Are you locking that in?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's going for A, never. And unfortunately, that's the incorrect answer. The answer was C, 3 times. They won it in 1964, 1975, and in 1980 as well.
I didn't know that.
There you go. So, on to our 8th question. back to you, Joe. This September just gone, the September of 2024, San Marino national football team won their first match for 2 decades, which is 20 years. Who did they beat? Was it A, Finland? Was it B, Liechtenstein? Or was it C, Barbados?
A.
A, Finland.
Is complete.
Incorrect.
Oh,
I knew that. I knew the answer.
you know the answer.
I've B,
B.
I
Yeah.
think.
B, Liechtenstein is correct, Mundo. Well done.
How do you know that?
And I'm pretty confident they beat them. They beat them again on away soil, which was I think it was their first away win ever. I might be wrong on that. I might be wrong. So, excuse me. So we have done 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got one question left each. Is that right? Yeah. No, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, one question left each. Okay, back to you, Ray. Which of these players was the most expensive player Arsenal have ever brought? Is it A, Declan Rice? Is it B, Thierry Henry? Or is it C, Kai Havertz?
B, Thierry Henry. Can I change?
You haven't locked it in yet, so you could change it if you want to.
A, Declan Rice.
A, Declan Rice is correct. £100 million Arsenal paid for Declan Rice. Well done. Right. So it's currently 3-3
3-3.
with one question to go for your dad. If he gets this right, he has won. If he gets it wrong, then you go to the bonus question. And let me tell you, it's a tough one.
Oof.
Okay, Joe. The question is this. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank was a Chelsea legend. But which country did he play for? Was it A, Belgium, B, France, or was it C, the Netherlands?
Belgium, I reckon.
He's going A, Belgium.
A.
And I can tell you that unfortunately, that is the incorrect answer. It was C, the Netherlands.
Never.
Which means we are at a tie of 3-3. So we go to the bonus question. So I'm going to ask you a question in a moment. And you have a little think. And then you both give me your answers. And you lock your answers in. And it's the person who is closest will win. So the bonus question is this. It's Sir Alex Ferguson was the Manchester United manager for 27 years. How many games was he in charge of Manchester United for, though?
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Person, 302.
Thousand
Like-
something, yeah.
1,080. No, 1,063.
1,065.
1,063. Okay. Right, now you're going for 1,063. Okay, have you got an answer, Joe?
I'll go with 800.
800. Oh, blimey. Okay. So, let me just remind our listeners of the question. Sir Alex Ferguson was the Manchester United manager for 27 years. How many games was he in charge of Manchester United for? Well, I can tell you that in his 27-year career as Manchester United manager and all the trophies which he won, he was in charge of 1,500 games.
Oh, no.
Which means that, Ray, you are the winner.
No.
What does victory taste like, Ray?
Sweet.
Sweet. And can you just remind our listeners what your dad's got to do?
He has to run round the garden 39 times saying I love Man City.
Oh, no.
And are you looking forward to doing that, Joe?
I'm more disappointed I got the Sir Alex Ferguson question wrong. So, not looking forward to this forfeit at all.
Well, I'm sure the neighbours will enjoy it very much. Have we got any City fans locally which might be able to hear you?
No, Cardiff City and Swansea City fans, I reckon, down here.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they'll find it comical. Now, before I go, thank you very much for playing Kids versus Adults, and I'd like to give you the opportunity to shout out to any of your friends, your family, any of your pets, any schoolmates, football mates, whatever it is. The floor is yours. Go for it.
I'd like to give a shout out to all my football teams from Camrose AFC.
The under sevens.
Under sevens. So, Ollie, Leon, Leighton, Finley,
Yori.
and Yori.
Well, very well done to Ray. That was a very close one indeed. And my goodness, did you do well there to beat your dad? You were fantastic. Commiserations to Joe. Good to see you took the loss well and showed good sportsmanship. So, that's it for this episode. There are still 2 episodes of Kids vs Adults to come out, and then a very special Christmas edition. So remember, if you know someone who loves football just as much as you do, then please tell them about Football for Kids. And whether you're playing football soon, watching it on the telly, or pitch side, I hope that you enjoy the game. See you next time.